This is a very special time of year, and I know it's been a rough year for just about everybody. And so this year it's especially important, I think, for us to gather like this and join together with the ascended masters. Um, these beings feel for us because they were human like us at one time also. And they feel what we're going through and have great compassion for us. Um, and they need us as we need them. And that brings me to uh, a request that I would like to make from the great divine director. You've probably heard of him. I have his picture here. I don't know if you can see this. Uh, does that come through? I don't know. Yeah. So I saw him on one occasion, and that's pretty much what he looks like. I mentioned the great divine director because he appeared to me the other day, and he would like to make a request to us this evening. Um, as I said, they need us and we need them. So what his request was, they want us to call into action the ascended masters to help bring about world peace. And it's kind of like we think, why don't the masters just jump in and do this for us? Well, it's like when I was a kid and I made a mess, my mother said, "You made the mess, you clean it up." So in a sense, it's not enough just to ask the masters to intercede. We need to be proactive ourselves. But we can do that also through interacting with the masters, but especially calling our own I am presence into action. The I am presence is our own God self. So if we tune in by feeling the light within in the center of your being, that will help. Now, sometimes it's easier to feel the love in your heart, but some people are more visual. They like to see a sun there. So if you tune in to the inner sun, imagine your body is a giant crystal, and that sun is radiating forth through you, filling your body with light. You could not take a breath without God. It is God that is allowing you to breathe. It is God that beats your heart. Every single heartbeat is an impulse from God. So God hears your every thought and feeling. So let's just take a minute to tune into that, to feel that presence. In India, they would call it the Jyoti, we call it the threefold flame. And just feel within yourself, I am the presence of the living God. And the great divine director is a manifestation of God. If you saw him face to face, you would say that is God. He is a magnificent being of dazzling light with blue sapphires hanging from his waist to the floor. And he would like us tonight to call for world peace. So I ask the great divine director to freeze all nuclear missiles and all weapons systems of mass destruction and make them inoperable. And you can join me in that also. And you can say, I am the great divine director of all the military forces of the earth. When you say, I am the great divine director, you call the God presence into action, but specifically that part of God that takes action and can direct world affairs. So again, I am the great divine director of all the military forces of the earth, establishing world peace. I am the great divine director of all the governments of the earth, working together to establish peace. I am the great divine director of the peaceful evolution of humanity into the new golden age by the power of God, which I am. Now I would like us to tune in again to the great God presence within and above us and prepare to journey to the retreat at the Tetons. The Royal Teton is an ascended master retreat similar to Mount Shasta and to many other places around the world. Mount Kailas in India, in Mexico, Mount Popocatépetl, probably in Africa, Mount Kilimanjaro. There may be many other places around the world where the masters hold meetings and take local people into those local retreats. The Teton has been publicized because of the work of Godfrey Ray King in his book, Unveiled Mysteries and the Magic Presence and the I Am Discourses. So there is a meeting going on there. Actually, I believe it started yesterday. I started to feel the masters gathering, and many of you may have felt that also as a sort of upliftment, almost feeling spaced out or even, not very focused in the outer world. That's because your higher self may be in attendance at that retreat already. This is a great empowerment. And tonight is one of the key focuses. The meeting continues on into the new year, generally into the first week. And this is the time when they release great light to their students and to the whole world. And we can call them to release light to all government officials, all hospitals, healthcare facilities, wherever it comes to you that people are in need. This is the time to call the masters into action. Furthermore, we can receive personal guidance in this retreat. So I suggest as we go forth there that you ask the masters whether it's Saint Germain or El Moria, whatever master you feel close with. It could be Mother Mary, Lady Master Nada. There are many, many lady masters. So whoever you feel close to, whoever you feel watching out for you or your spiritual teacher, you can ask them to help remove from you anything that has been holding you back this past year. Any human quality which you feel is a limitation. And then ask them for guidance for the coming year. and ask them to empower you to fulfill your divine mission on earth. Now, don't feel bad if you don't see anything. Many years I have not seen anything. Other years I have. Um, Sometimes it comes more as a feeling, or you might wake up tomorrow morning. This is what happens to many people. They wake up in the morning and they just have a knowing of something that they are to do this year. Sometimes that knowing unfolds over a period of weeks. Whether it comes to you consciously or not, you will be shown a new phase of your life or some activity that will be important for you to participate in over the coming year. So what you can do tonight before you go to, actually at this retreat, say, I would like to remember this when I awaken in the morning. And before you go to bed, you give yourself the suggestion, I am attending this meeting consciously, and I am remembering when I awaken in the morning what my guidance is. So I would like to read you a few paragraphs from Unveiled Mysteries. That's a talk given from a previous year at the Teton retreat that I think will help us. It's very inspiring. Now, some of you may have heard of the Kumaras. Sanat Kumara is the best known. These are great ones from Venus. So the 7 Kumaras, whom some inner students have known as Lords of the Flame from Venus, were the only ones from this entire system of planets who, of their own free will and infinite love, offered to guard the children of Earth and assist their upward progress. They came and gave transcendent help here at the most critical period of Earth's growth. It was the time of initiation that is most dangerous in the life of a planet and its humanity. But through their protection and guidance, the goal was attained, and mankind has been able to reach the greater heights. Many of the brothers understand that every 2,500 years, the Kumaras release a greatly increased outpouring of cosmic love, wisdom, and energy. This blazing light and transcendent radiance, flooding the earth and its inhabitants, interpenetrating all, is a tremendous lifting process and gives a forward impulse to the growth of the entire earth as well as its humanity. Just preceding each of these great outpourings, extraordinary physical disturbances occur, and general unrest is felt throughout by the people. Such disturbance is due to the discord that has accumulated during the last of the preceding period. The generation of such inharmony is due always to the wandering away from the fundamental principle of life, and the human sense disturbance thus created pollutes the outer activity of mankind, the earth, and its atmosphere. It is to cleanse this and bring humanity back to the original purity of life that cataclysmic action takes place. It is following these periods the Kumaras release an enormous outpouring of light to illumine and strengthen Earth's children, ultimately enabling them to make the supreme attainment. We are approaching another such period, and this time the release of the great cosmic love, wisdom, and energy, the mighty rays of light, will not only quicken the minds of the race, but the atomic structure of Earth as well, making it more luminous in our solar system. Never since these great lords of the flame came to earth have conditions permitted such a great outpouring to take place as will ere long. Many who have seemed to become hardened by their former activities will awaken, as it were, almost overnight, and feel the nearness of the great God presence within each heart. Many who have been meek and humble, but holding close to the inner presence, will suddenly blaze forth, amazing themselves as well as others by the transcendent light they will manifest. All will be done by the power of God love, and humanity will truly begin to realize that it is the height of folly for one part of God's creation to war against another part. The desire to bless others instead of themselves will almost involuntarily enter into the hearts of mankind and send forth a light that will illumine the rest of the way to perfection. Selfishness alone holds the children of this sphere in the bondage and misery which have been allowed to express upon earth. But when the light of Christ expands the love in the heart, selfishness flees and returns to the sea of forgetfulness. Beloved children of earth, you stand upon the threshold of the ages. Its door is being held open by the great ones of love, who ever invite you to walk consciously by their side in the light. No matter what the activities in the world without, walk with the light and in the light, regardless of appearances. Then you will find a master of the light who has trod this self-same path before you, ever watches and stands by your side, revealing the true way. It's very powerful each time I read it. So let us prepare for our journey to the Tetons. This is not something difficult. You don't need to strain for this. As I said, many of us are there already. So the great secret is where your attention is, there you are. As the chart of the presence, the I Am Presence shows, we have a light body around us and also the great I Am Presence above us. And between those is the higher mental body. And that body travels wherever thought goes. That is why frequently you know when someone is phoning you, you think of them before the phone rings, because their higher mental body already is interacting with your higher mental body and you're picking that up. So you can travel to the Tetons by that same power, the power of thought in your higher mental body. And the picture of the Tetons was on the email I sent out. It's in Wyoming. And it's that central peak called the Royal Teton, where the entrance is down into the mountain. And there's an elevator there. You may see a guardian at the door. And if he asks you who you are, just say, Peter sent you. No, I'm kidding. Just say, I am a child of the light, seeking more light. They're expecting you. And you go down in an elevator a couple thousand feet down, and there's a great chamber there that is luminous. It is illumined by the light of all the beings there. On one wall is a great all-seeing eye. And on another wall is a screen. And if you throw your light from your heart onto that screen, it will reveal past lives to you or whatever else your soul needs to know. Frequently, the masters bring students there to reveal things to them. If you've had a past life recall, it might be through the activity of that screen in the Tetons. So let us close our eyes. I would like for the meditation to continue on into the night. I intend after this program concludes to continue meditating and tuning into what the masters have to reveal and taking part in their activity of sending light out to the world. So they say, if you want something, give it to others. If you want light, give light. If you want love, give love. So I will be meditating along with the masters who are sending out this great light and love and wisdom to humanity. And I invite all of you to join me. So let us go there now in meditation. Let us turn our attention inward once again to the great God flame within. And just feel, I am the luminous presence of God. I am now merging in consciousness with my higher self. I am traveling consciously in my higher mental body. And just think of the Tetons in Wyoming. I am going now to the Tetons. I am descending down into the mountain through that shaft, and a great bronze door is opening, and I am being admitted to the great audience chamber filled with ascended masters, and also with other students of the light like us. The masters bow to us and greet us, and we bow to them. I am grateful to be present at this retreat, and I ask for the ascended masters to reveal to us what we are ready to know, what will assist us achieve our own mastery, and how we can better help humanity. Now take the seat that has been provided for you, feeling that light fill every part of your being and radiate out into the world. I am the light of the world. You may say that to invoke your light going out into the earth and humanity. I am the light of the world. I am peace on earth. I am remembering who I am and my mission on earth. I am the violet consuming flame blazing forth throughout humanity and the earth, dissolving and consuming anything less than perfection, and raising humanity into the perfection of the I Am presence. I am the violet consuming flame, dissolving and consuming all disease and establishing perfect health in mankind now. I am the presence of Archangel Michael, wielding the sword of blue flame, freeing humanity from anything which holds it back. I am the sword of blue flame, blazing through all the governments of the earth, establishing justice, peace, and harmony on earth. I am the presence of Mother Mary, flooding the earth with divine love. I would like to thank all of you for attending. We are one in the spirit. Our hearts are together at this moment. We are becoming a part of the Ascended Council of Light. I no longer call it the Great White Brotherhood because there are many Lady Ascended Masters also, so I call it the Ascended Council of Light. And to help invoke that balance of the feminine love quality, I would like to ask Annika to sing Ave Maria for us, and we will end the meeting after that. And I would like to thank Annika, who is my partner, for helping to manage and present this program this evening. Thank you, Annika.
Thank you so much, Peter. And thank you to all of you for joining us on this beautiful day, preparing for the new year together. May you feel the Divine Mother's love in your hearts, within you, uniting all in peace, harmony, love, and compassion, uniting our whole world. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Maria, gratia plena, Maria, gratia plena, Ave, Ave Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Jesus. Ave Maria. The highest love and blessings to all from our hearts all over the world to yours.
Many blessings for the new year to all of you.